Look, to be honest, Minister, and to be honest, the entire government, I am fed up of coming in here being told that government wants to work with the opposition. Oh, the opposition, oh, Sinn Féin don't come in, they don't give us ideas, they don't do anything. And every single time I come in here with any kind of a bill, all I hear from government is, oh, we'll kick the can down the road 9 months, or oh no, we won't engage on this, we won't, we disagree with you on this, we won't bring it to committee stage, we won't have that discussion, we won't look at it. And to be honest, it does my head in at this very moment in time, because we put work into these things, we look at these proposals, we try and have proposals. We were willing to work. I was very clear in my opening statement that I am happy to work with the government in relation to this. As my colleague Deputy Doherty said, we can bring it to committee stage, we can look at the different suggestions, amendments that you have, but no. Again from this government, no. We're not happy to work with the opposition, we're not happy to work with the opposition with different bills that they bring forward. This is the fourth piece of legislation that I've brought forward in front of the Dáil, and that's not something that's just an easy thing that you do overnight. It takes a lot of work. And if the government is not willing to engage with opposition in relation to different bills and in relation to different proposals, well, I have to say I'm disheartened and I'm really shocked at that, because the thing is, like, I mean, Minister, you're saying like the issue is you're not implementing the stuff that needs to be implemented to ensure that this that this is actually dealt with. I mean, you say you're talking about cost overruns. We're not saying that this is the panacea in terms of cost overruns. Far from it. I said that very clearly. But like, we need to look at the issue. We need to look at the whole thing of abnormally, low ball offers. This isn't something that we're just talking about in terms of low ball. It's something that the government benches have spoken about as well. There's no definition for that. That's what the people who are experts in procurement law say. There's no clear definition in relation to this. I mean, I'm just looking through some aspects of your speech, that there needs to be a balance struck in deciding to award a public contract between value for money and a quality project outcome. Absolutely, we're all saying that. Very clearly that needs to be done. We're not just saying that it needs to be in one sense or the other. You're saying that the existing regulation already imposed a duty on contracting authorities to require economic operators to explain the price or cost proposed where the tenders seem abnormally low in relation to work, supplies and services. Well, I have to say, Minister, I'd be really interested, and I will put in a parliamentary question after this, to see how often it is that you've actually, how many bidders departments have disqualified on the grounds of abnormally low tenders, because I'd be really interested in seeing that. What else? The provision where no such definition exists in the regulations or or EU directives. Like as I said, we have a definition here. You're concerned in relation to the definition. Absolutely, we'd be willing to work with you in relation to this. That's the whole point of this Parliament. That's the whole point of the Dáil. The whole point is that you're supposed to work together so that you get the best outcome for the taxpayer, that you get the best outcome for the ordinary people. And to be honest, I haven't seen much of best outcomes for ordinary people from this government at all. So I have to say I'm really annoyed about this. And as you know, Minister, I'm always willing to work with you. I'm always very calm and collected most of the time anyway, but this does actually really annoy me. The other thing is, you're saying that do you think it's going to drive tender prices higher than might otherwise be bid as contractors seek to avoid the examination that follows identification of a normally low tender price in the formula proposed? I mean, it shouldn't be a very difficult thing to do. You're not trying to make it more difficult. You're just trying to actually deal with the issue. I don't think we should be running scared of this. This is an issue that we know that we have. So let's deal with it. Let's make it easier for people. Let's make it easier for people. Another thing that you suggested here was that it would disadvantage smaller contractors who may be able to offer lower prices than their large competitors. I said very clearly in my opening speech that there could be reasons why they're able to, they're able to have the lower tender, and that's brilliant. Fair play to them. But then you're saying disadvantage smaller contractors. Well, I tell you, and my colleague, he's unfortunately gone, Deputy Stanley, has done huge work in terms of community wealth building, and I can't wait to see the work that the government has done in terms of community wealth building in relation to that. Other than that, I think it's really the most of what I've been able to get through here now. But I have to say, Minister, I really am disappointed. Like, I genuinely am, because, we're putting together a piece of legislation. We want to work with you. We want the best outcome. We're all supposed to be doing our best for the public, for the taxpayer, and it's extremely disheartening. And I have to say, it's really frustrating. And look, I'll be bringing forward another bill in a few weeks' time, and I look forward to hearing you hopefully support that one.